and content that belongs to other people, and it's all cool. So the biggest thing is, I mean, everybody wants to use music and use video and stuff like that, that they find that they want to make this cool music video for this track that they love, and they put it on YouTube and it gets taken down and they get kicked off. It can cause all sorts of trouble. But there are a lot of people who believe that if you make a video or you make some music or something, they want to see it get used on a video on YouTube. They want to see people remix it and change it. And when they do that, what they do, well, there's all sorts of ways of doing it, but the easiest way to do it is that there's an organization called Creative Commons, which basically lets you put a little mark on your video or your music, and that says everybody can use this. For example, they can put limits. They can say that you can't make money off it. Or they can say you can use this in a TV commercial, put it in a movie, make me famous. But you can decide how you want to let other people use your stuff. In terms of the general rules with YouTube, and this is important, especially if you're just starting to make videos, you cannot use anything that you didn't make. That's the rule that they say. You have to do all the music, all the graphics, everything. You have to be completely original, or it's out, and the video will be taken down, and you'll have a strike against your account. However, using Creative Commons license stuff, there's basically 4 different types of limitations which stuff is put under. And you should understand what the licenses are so that you use them correctly. But if you do, there's all kinds of sites where you can find all sorts of cool music and graphics that you can use to improve your videos. Every video has this fella, which says use the name, give credit to whoever made the stuff. So if you're using third-party content that uses a Creative Commons license, it doesn't mean you can just use it for free. You have to give credit to who made it. But if you do that, you can you display the person's name, it's cool. And that's the simplest license. This symbol says that if you make something using shared content, you have to share what you make yourself, which is fair enough. And actually YouTube has a setting now that you can have the general YouTube license or Creative Commons license, where you can share your video and let other people remix it and do what they want with your videos. If you want to be tougher, you can put this symbol on which says you can borrow my stuff, but if you want to make money off it, if you want to go and release something commercially or make a TV commercial, come and talk to me. Maybe pay me, or maybe not, but come and talk to me. You can't use it without my permission if you make money, but if you do it for free and you don't make money, it's fine. If you're a partner and you want to monetize the video, if this is on the license that you're borrowing stuff that you're using, you can't monetize it without the clear permission, so you have to be careful of this. This one basically means that with music, you can only share it in exactly the same way that it was distributed. So if it's music, you can't put it on a video. So again, if you see this, you can't use it on a video. So Creative Commons doesn't mean necessarily that everything's free, but if you understand what each one of these symbols are when they're applied to the music or the video, whatever that you're borrowing, they say exactly how free you are to use it. So where do you find the content? This is a little bit old, this slide. This site unfortunately has now disappeared. This was an awesome Japanese Creative Commons music site. You could find all kinds of chiptunes and Japanese rap music and stuff, all by indies artists, but it's gone. But unfortunately, where most of those people have gone to is Jamendo. Have people here heard of Jamendo? Do people know what Jamendo is? I see some hands. Raise your hand if you've heard of Jamendo. Everyone who makes videos should know about Jamendo because it is the biggest Creative Commons oriented music. It's for indies artists and even professional artists who want to sell their music or share their music, but also let other people use their music and spread their music for them. And exactly, if you want to make videos with YouTube or whatever, this is like got the biggest database. It's got like something like 30,000 albums. It's the best place to find music on the web. Also for me, I love CC Mixter. This is a site with all sorts of beats, like hip-hop beats, samples, scratches, stuff like that, if you want to make hip-hop or something like that. All sorts of stuff which lets you reuse stuff commercially, which if you're a partner is great. I love this site. Then there's Free Music or Archive. There's a site Incompetech which specializes in letting you with music that you can monetize. This is a great site that a lot of people here use. And there's this site which I made, which is just a bunch of links. Basically the sites are where you can find, if you want to find a photo for your video, or you want to find a video for your video, or you want to find a music clip, I've got all these search links on here so you can always find stuff to help you find content to make your videos look cooler and so on without getting arrested and thrown in jail and losing all your money, which is good. So this site's disappeared, so I will keep that. This is just going through the limitations that I was explaining before, but this is what's the most important thing is one, being aware that Creative Commons music is out there and how to use it, where to find it. Here's a Jamendo music page, here's an album. What you need to do when you go there, if you're a video maker, you want to look here. This is the license section of the page. And these are those symbols that I showed you before. So for example, this is a standard Jamendo license and it's got this no money symbol, which means that you can't use it if you want to monetize the video, but if you don't monetize a video, you're free to use it. This makes a big difference between, if you choose not to monetize your video, you can use lots of really cool music. It's harder to find music which doesn't have this limitation on it, but there's cool stuff, and you can find you just have to dig around a little bit more, but it's worth digging around because I found all sorts of, all the music I'm playing tonight is music that I've found that I think is really cool that uses these licenses which allows commercial reuse. So it can be done, but always pay attention to this because if you don't read this right, they can still make a claim and YouTube can still take your video down if you don't use the music appropriately. This is CC Mixter, which is probably actually lately my favorite site. It's actually, they share samples and like vocal tracks and beat tracks, and the people who use the site, the creators are all remixers. So everything is made for the purpose of remixing. So you can find really, really awesome material on this site, and I really like this. Again, if you go to zenremix.com, which I'll bring up again at the end, my site, it's just nothing but links, but you can find where to find all this stuff. It's all in one place. So YouTube, of course, when you monetize a video, and this is a little bit old, but this is, I'll skip past this stuff. Polka. If you want polka music that you can monetize, Incompetech is an awesome site for that, and it specializes in stuff if you're a partner. In terms of how you give credit, how do you recognize the maker of the music, which you always have to do no matter what the license is. Here's my intro. I always put this at the top. That's the name of the artist and the name of the track. That's all you have to do. So long as someone who sees it, who thinks, wow, that's really cool music, where can I find it? So long as it's clear, MTV style, just put the name of the track on, then you're covered. If you do that and it's the right license, then you're free to use it. You can even do it in the video information if you want to do it that way. But so this is another thing that I do. I put, for example, down here, I put the name of the song and a link to where it is. And if you do that, again, that helps the music artist go and find out if people listen to the music and they like it, they want to download it, they can go and find it. So long as you just do it any way that people watching the video can find out where the content was from, then again, you're covered and you can enjoy using awesome third-party content. Also, if you go to the Creative Commons site, creativecommons.org, you don't have to remember the full URL, but you can navigate through. There are actual special dedicated video bumpers. If you want to license your own and share your own videos, you can actually find resources here, which you can actually put into your own videos when you edit them to make sure that they're all properly licensed. It's just dropping a frame in and you're done, you're covered. And there's something as well that I'd encourage. Not only, I mean, I benefit a lot from using other people's content, so I try to put this on a lot of my videos so that other people, nobody ever does use my videos, but they're always welcome to use my videos if they want to, because I appreciate other people letting me use their stuff. And so again, I think this was my video that I put this on. For Japanese speakers, there is a Creative Commons Japan site who I also help them out a little bit, and there's all sorts of information about how to license your videos and how to use licensed content, including informational videos which I've helped to make for the Creative Commons Japan site on how to use and how to understand Creative Commons properly. Plus, I've done a couple of blogs in English and Japanese explaining exactly how you use Creative Commons content with YouTube and how to make sure that you use it correctly and understand it. And that is it. That is Creative Commons, and if you know how to use it properly, I mean, you can really make professional grade videos and third-party content and be totally covered and safe, which is cool. So enjoy. All the music tonight is Creative Commons. Record your videos and not get arrested. And enjoy the party. I think at 8 o'clock we have Megwin. That's right. So that will be awesome. So yeah, 10 more minutes. So enjoy. Keep having some drinks. Enjoy. Mingle. Talk to you soon.